Hey, family, welcome to the Hub. Oh my goodness. Today's episode is brought to you by Wanted Woman Live. This Wednesday marks the end of our sale for the early bird for our 3-day unconference amazing experience in sunny South Florida, getting together with beautiful women from across this country, professional women who want to level up in love. So just like you level up in business, you level up in love at Wanted Woman Live. You can find out more at wantedwomanlive.com and use the code podcast for $100 off. Can't say I never gave you anything. So today I'd love to talk about expectations, right? One of the things that I know is in relationships, in business, in life, we all have a certain set of expectations. Some are realistic and some are unrealistic. So, what am I saying? When you go into a relationship, I want to caution you. When you go into dating, I want to caution you into not making your significant other the answer to all of your prayers. It's just too much with a capital T, too much. This person is here to compliment you. Now, today was a very special day for me because last night my husband shared with me, he was like, yeah, I'm doing this meeting tomorrow, but I don't have any volunteers. And he just had this sad puppy dog face, y'all. Oh, it was sad. And so I looked at my schedule and I was like, you know what? I can move some things around, but I didn't tell him. So I got up, I put on my dress and all the things. And he was like, oh man, I don't know what I'm going to do. This is what he's saying today. And my daughter was like, why are you so dressed up, Ma? Because, usually I look kind of homeless. I'm like, oh, honey, I'm going to support you for your midday meeting. You should have seen his face. He felt so loved, y'all. Hmm. It's just the little things, right? Sometimes there's things that your spouse, your significant other, your family member will complain about, and it's really just a small cry for help. Now, the question is, do we care enough to respond? Right? So I know for a fact that I am not his entire answered prayer because tonight he's on his own, but this afternoon I was there for him. I was, right? And he has regulated his expectations of what I can do, but I've also been very clear. So, in any relationship, whether it's business or relationships, I want you to be just very clear about your expectations, your wants, your needs, this desire. So, one of my girlfriends, she posted, I want to say like last year, it's only our people that will sign up for a business coaching program, but then expect that business coach to be their therapist, to be their mama, to be their stylist, to help them with their mortgage, to do all the things. And at the end of the day, we cannot be all things to all people. Right. So, for instance, I'm a love coach. So, when you join my group coaching program, you've got to show up. You've got to show up to the group in order to get the support that you desire, right? We have bonus sessions, we have bonus calls, we text you every week. But if you don't respond, but if you don't answer the phone, but if you don't respond to email, but if you don't come to the sessions, sis, there is nothing that we can do for you, right? Other than show up to your house. And we're not doing that for a group coaching program, right? So I just want to be so transparent, family. Like we are changing lives. But at the end of the day, you have to show up for yourself. You do. It is so true. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow because we all have things that are going on. Listen, I've had a lot of stuff going on in the last couple months. And I haven't had my phone ring, right? I haven't had my phone ring, but I knew who to ring in terms of my time of trouble, right? I'm like, who in my atmosphere can I call for this thing? And I don't expect one person to be the answer to all of my prayers. Like, for instance, my daughter has a thin thing on her skin. We call the cousin that's like a homeopathic dermatologist. That's the cousin we call. We don't call cousin Ray Ray from up the block, right? So there's different folks, different strokes, different things. I call my therapist for some of the family stuff that I got going on, right? Hello, right? I call my coach for some of my business stuff that I got going on, right? Like literally, I have different communities and different coaches for different things. But one thing I know, I was just sitting through a training and they were talking about relationships are formed with time put in. So, me as a client in a business coaching community, because I have my own coach, right? I have shown up to group coaching calls week after week, hours after hours, sharing, putting my hand up, sharing vulnerably. And what I realize now is by putting in that time, people have felt connection to me. So then now I have made connections inside of a virtual atmosphere that I've then been able to take outside into the real world. And then I also show up to the live events to reconnect with those amazing people. And I've been able to travel to different cities because nobody actually lives in my hometown. Right. In my specific city, nobody in my group lives in, right? So they might live in another city over, they might live in another state, might live across the country. And I have had the honor of like supporting some of them out of state because we've made the relationship online. So I don't want you to take for granted that there are opportunities for you to lean in, even if you're not the expert, even if you feel lost, even if you're scared to be vulnerable, but there are opportunities for you to connect with people all over this country if you just leaned in. Right. So, whether that's your business coaching group, whether that's my amazing community, the Real Love Network, where we talk about love, and I know that's super vulnerable, super duper vulnerable. But then there's also, dating. So, how do you lean into dating? A man cannot feel connected to you um, if y'all don't talk, if you're not vulnerable, if you don't actually put in time. So I just want you to start to think about this, right? What are your expectations in your life? And if you consistently have people falling short of your expectations, I want you to look at them and say, are they realistic? Do I need to lean in? And do I need to speak up? Right? Those are some of the things that you could do to start to shift how those expectations get met, right? We got to speak up and we have to be consistent. And we also have to be realistic that all people cannot be all things, or one person cannot be all things. I know it's tough. I know it's hard, but you got this, sis. All righty. I pray to see you at Wanted Woman Live, where we could start a journey together in supporting you in your love journey as you show up for yourself, sis. Because as my husband says, if you don't show up for yourself, nobody else will, right? Show up for your life because if you don't, no one else will. All right. Until next time, keep loving, keep laughing, keep living. Check out Wanted Woman Live, and I'll see you in October.